Hi Libra, welcome into a general brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I hope you're doing well out there. Let's jump right into a Moonology card or two and set the tone for this reading, shall we? For Libra for the next 48 or thereabout. We're beginning with it's time to release negativity, and confidence is the key to your success. And for somebody, I feel like this is more so in the reversal where they're saying this is a period where there's significance to you remaining positive, being in that energy, at least for the most part, stepping into and continuing through the next 48. And therefore, you know, protecting your energy at certain points with who and what you associate yourself with, cleansing your energy, and, you know, staying on top of your mental status is what I'm getting, and how you're maybe preventing or letting things affect you. Anyways, there are some drawn to the reading. We're going to be real. You need to release negativity, whether you're an empath and it's someone else's. Again, cleanse your energy and steer clear if need be, if you can. But it may be you in a state of a little bit, you know, for somebody, a bit more than a little bit of negativity. And they're not saying, Spirit's not saying this isn't valid, partially, if not fully, but it doesn't mean it's serving you. Okay, so release the negativity and embrace a lighter energy throughout the next 2 days. But it does feel like either way, being drawn to this reading, they're saying there's something about you, regardless of what's going on for you individually. You're confident, okay? You're bold. You may have Leo in your chart significantly, like myself. If you're new, I'm a Leo, Libra, Libra. But it does feel like either way, you're embodying at least partial Leo energy. And it feels like there's a sensitivity, there's a gentle way about you all the meanwhile, and it's making the world of a difference when it comes to what you choose to wrap yourself up with, whether you feel you have to or you choose to because you want to, or maybe both. And I do feel like you're going to be winning in the next 48 because your confidence is one of the many reasons why you are succeeding, okay? But it does feel like there's going to be a focus, as I'm seeing the Star card, you know, a vision of which from Spirit, on you believing and having faith within your dreams, because I wouldn't be surprised if naturally there have been certain aspects of your world, maybe even recently for a lot drawn to the reading, that have, I'm hearing damaged or minimalized or completely removed that faith, that hope, that belief in you seeing what you deserve, you know, these dreams, goals, a very Ten of Cups kind of energy coming to be for you. It's a time for you to have that faith and hope and belief and run with it. Let's move on to some tarot. They're saying that we chose the decks for your reading for the most part due to, if you're watching this close to the posting of which, it being spooky season, October. So we have the Moonology cards, as we were just speaking upon them, and then the Modern Witch Tarot, the the Making Magic Oracle, and maybe some of these Kipper cards, which are kind of spooky. Anyways, and then we'll see where the reading takes us. Oh yeah, I want to pull one of these too, the Halloween Oracle. But let's get an overall tarot card, an overall tarot for my lovely Librans. You're bold and confident, and it's paying off once again. The Four of Cups. You may be really finding a focus come to be on who is not meant for you, what you feel the need to decline, and whatnot. But they're saying, that's a side note, that's not the overall energy. We're going to go with the, no, let's just shuffle and see what comes out. The Hermit card. No, I feel as if there's a silence about you at certain points. There's a keeping to yourself, staying in your own lane. There's definitely a lot of alone time for this Libran collective in the next 2 days, and this is suiting you. It's leaving you with a state of productivity, benefiting you greatly. The number 9 is significant, and the number 11. Look up those spiritual and or angel number meaning, whatever you feel is most guided for you. But let's pull one of these Halloween oracles. It's a fun deck. Or 3. The Dawn card, the light after the darkness. Absolutely beautiful. As well as Skull of Flowers, talking about creating through the ashes. So these pairing nicely together, talking about how a lot of which onto the reading have been going through, or maybe rewinding a bit further back, you know, we're going through dark times, okay, difficulty. You may even find recently and throughout the next 2 days, there's been a focus on a really difficult chapter or two that you went through, I want to say years ago, dating back. And they're saying, okay, so be it. But that's not what's at hand. You're creating in the midst of succeeding and winning once again, you know, within this light that you're exuding and experiencing, even creating more of which after, you know, this period or several periods of darkness for you. And I do feel as if, yeah, they wanted me to take the Tower card when I was splitting the deck, and I chose not to. But they're saying this period of time symbolizes the need for Tower moments, you know, not to give that a negative meaning, of course, but to utilize what you've been through for the better and for the worse, you know, the positives, the negatives, the in-betweens, your knowledge that you've gained and are still gaining at this time, how intuitive and spiritually connected you are, and proceed forward and change the game for yourself. Because it does feel like there's, and I've mentioned this recently in a Libra collective reading, there's something about your energy where you are demanding and maybe even, yeah, simply and powerfully motivated to make sure your past does not speak upon in your future, to make sure your future doesn't look anything like your past, okay? And they're saying this is absolutely going to be useful throughout the next 2 days. But we're not going to go with these two. Let's move on to some more Oracle. I had been without my Oracle decks for about 7 months, or at least the majority of which, and so it feels really good to be able to add that spice, that creativity, the additional messages to the readings. So we're using a ton. There's a significance to a family room, all right? And as well, separately, I feel a main female within your world. This doesn't feel like it's meant to speak upon you, but it does feel like this main female will, even if she hasn't recently, or at least someone within their feminine energy at this period, very obviously, to the naked eye is what I'm getting. Anyways, she or they will have your back, okay? And this will benefit you. And all the meanwhile, there's a false person. As I wear the snake ring, you can see there's a false person with a mask on who is concerned. But I feel like I'm hearing we sleep in the bed we make, okay? We, excuse me, you choose this and that negatively. You choose to hold on to negativity, and that's what you're going to create more of within your world. I feel like this person may not even believe in manifestation deep down, but they manifest negatively, okay? So they're saying, let that be a reminder to you that the positivity you embody at certain points or in general in the next 48, the hope, the faith, the belief, once again, is very useful, all right? But there's one, if not a couple of different communities of importance, as I just got a bit shaky, that are coming into play for you. You might find there's a little bit of shaky energy connected to stemming from that energy field, going back to the community card. Anyways, but let's pull one or two of these Making Magic cards. 836, look up the ancient number meaning, 836. Flopping out first and foremost, Dragonfly. We definitely spoke upon this very much so prominently within your weekly reading that I just did the other day. I posted it yesterday, so do hop on over and tune into that if you haven't already. But dragonflies have beautiful spiritual meaning if you want to look that up, but it does feel like a time for you in the next 48 where you're shining, you're glowing. I wouldn't be surprised if you made changes to your appearance or you're taking care of yourself better otherwise. Reminds me of me bleaching my hair and slicking it back, although I have not been working out and that's, you know, needing to change. But yeah, you are going through a glow up because of it, at least at certain points. But it feels like when you utilize a talent, a skill set of yours at specific points throughout the next 48, your light is being shown to certain people of importance, maybe to the world, okay? It definitely could be something like what I'm doing here on camera, putting myself out there into the universe. Heavenly assistance from your spirits, your angels and guides, all right? It does feel like, as I'm seeing the Four of Swords, You are so protected and guided at this time, and it's going to feel like one guided and protected moment after another. Boom, boom, boom. You look at this angel number, you have to write it down because you don't have a hot second in that moment to look it up. Or maybe you look it up and then next there's a symbol, okay? Next you get a message for some, through your thoughts. Or maybe you're reminded of something from the past or a dream of significance. Any difficulties with your dreams, I'm hearing, you need to understand that that's not going to continue after a certain point moving forward. One enchanted evening. I was guided to avoid, implementing love into this specific reading, but it feels like you, for some, are thinking about the potential of a perfect evening, while more prominently, there is a focus on you hitting a target moving forward and putting an effort to make sure, to guarantee that that comes to be. But it does feel like for somebody, maybe this is more so in regards to an event of importance, or maybe an enchanted evening with friends and or family, all right? But it does feel like that message, as I twitch a bit, was significant for someone drawn to the reading about the potential of an ideal connecting, an ideal date or two with somebody special, or at least the potential of which. Successful career, absolutely beautiful. This is a time for you, Libra, where they're saying a happy working environment, pay raises or rises, and promotions are at hand. At the very least, regardless of how much of that card feels relevant for you, applicable, you are succeeding when it comes to whatever work you choose to or naturally have to wrap yourself up with. Now, if you do feel a bit woozy, a bit dizzy at a certain point or two throughout the next 48, I guarantee it's your body, maybe even spirit, saying slow it down, take a moment, take a break, and in that moment, grab some water, okay? Maybe a healthy bite to eat, because you might be someone like myself where you get busy and then you forget to eat, right? You forget to drink water. You have another drink that you prefer to consume, and then you forget to drink water, right? Even if that drink has water in it. You get the point. For some drawn to the reading, you're an entrepreneur and your business is prospering, okay? It's bringing you riches and success now and more so moving forward. Let's pull some more tarot. For Libra. Ooh, that was loud. I'm sorry. I have change loose on the desk. I have to get my life in order. The Star card and the Death card. It feels like there's endings coming to mind from the past, transformation from the past, but more so they're saying let this support, not damper, but support the changes, the endings, the tower moments, even more so, that will help you achieve your goals and your dreams. Sorry, I didn't realize there was such a naked imagery, but you're also being viewed at and perceived, digested as a star in the making. Somebody who has potential through the roof, all right? And they're saying this is a time for you where the possibilities are endless. They're showing me an infinity symbol. Let me catch my breath. Sorry, the messages, I just am so effortlessly spoken through. The Wheel of Fortune, as you can just see, they were pushing me to do that at the bottom of the deck, or on the bottom of the deck. The wheel is turning in your Libran favor and you're gaining abundance. There are reasons to celebrate. There's connecting of importance. There's structure and freedom at different points of importance. Maybe even a sense of freedom being utilized for you selectively in a situation that does have needed and unwanted structure, right? Giving very much for somebody a sort of strict and structured job, but you still have the chance to take initiative and go about things in your own way. But the Ace of Cups, it does feel like your heart at certain points is going to be feeling very full. There's a focus on a very significant, important, and maybe even love-filled new beginning for the future. This is going to be a very rewarding next 48 for you, where your hard work is paying off. You're seeing the rewards, the abundance flow in, and I feel as if you're changing all the meanwhile, all right? Absolutely beautiful, as in being gifted a full body of goosebumps. I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light. don't forget to book a personal reading.